Well, a pleasant good morning to each and everyone, and welcome to this edition of the Titans of Democracy right here on the street 919 FM. Let me apologize for the late start this morning. Let me thank the Heavenly Father for bringing me here safe, sound, and all together in one piece. Pleasant good morning going out to the lovely Miss Sharon, Felix, and her entire family. Good morning to Mr. Dominic, Romain, and his entire family. Good morning to you, all our callers, all our listeners, all our viewers online. For those of you that are locked on, yes, we are live and alive on Facebook at the Street 919 FM's Facebook page. Also on YouTube at IWER TV, so you can check us out there, see us live in studio. Let me say good morning going on to the management and staff of the Street 919 FM. Good morning to Mr. IWER George and his entire family. Whew. So, as I get ready for us to get into the papers for today, Wednesday, the 2nd of June, 2021. Ms. Felix will be in with us in just a little bit. So, let's see what's taking place, what's in the... Just going to read the headline for you. Only COVID patients allowed at Point 14 hospitals aren't forced to deliver nephew in car. Baby blues. And there's another story, another headline down below, pension pressure. And you see two officers giving assistance to a gentleman, a pensioner, I believe. So, okay. So, getting on the inside to see what's happening. Baby born on roadside with both Point 14 hospitals. Hold a sec for me. Good morning, Sharon.
Morning.
Why are eyes open so wide?
Because I'm quite up in a corner. Small so.
No, but I seen you good. Oh, you're talking about the Zoom. Put the mouse on top of it and you will see it have a little arrow to open it up.
But I ain't seeing that. Oh. I ain't seeing that. Huh?
Oh, you're seeing me?
Yes, but now I'm going over. Now you small and I big.
Well, I don't know what. I know what's going on there. Miss Lady, we were supposed to get into the tapers on your computer. Did you organize that?
No. Go ahead.
All right.
I
Well,
look at thing.
Well, all right. So go ahead.
Yeah.
All right. So inside the Express, baby born on roadside with both Point 14 hospitals now converted to COVID-19 only facilities and no 24-hour accident and emergency service. Kay Adjourn was yesterday forced to deliver her... Hold on, let me get in. Was forced to deliver her nephew while parked on the Otahiti roadside.
Hey.
Nice little baby, you know. See a little picture of him here.
He healthy?
Yes, very much so.
Very good.
And,
That is important.
and the picture of him here, he's clean and clothed. So, yes.
Can I say good morning to everybody?
No, you didn't. You can go ahead and do so now.
Sorry about that, guys. Let me say good morning to all our listeners or viewers or callers. Good morning to everyone. Thanking the Lord for waiting this morning. Thank you very much. So, go ahead, Bruce. We have an interview to do.
Okay.
Today.
All right.
When we go, I'll tell you.
Okay, no problem.
Right.
Yes. TT Post shuts branches as COVID rules breached. Postal service provider TT Post yesterday shut its branches in Port of Spain and San Fernando after dozens of people rushed to collect their senior citizens' pension and wait, I will tell you something about that just now. And public assistance grants, and would not adhere to physical distancing rules. That happened in Carenage yesterday, Sharon. When I was passing there yesterday, the driver telling me, he say, Bruce Wayne, watch what's going on over there. When I look, I don't understand that. Why we can't distance ourselves, line up in an orderly fashion, and everybody will collect this stuff. Everybody jumble up yesterday like it's a party.
Remember, it's the elderly too, eh?
Sharon, there wasn't only elderly people there.
Okay. You know, some people really, I'm not taking up to anybody, but some people really frustrated with the whole lockdown thing, and some people don't have the cash, so they would have been hustling. But I know of some people that have been hustling to get in the cash, to get in, to get some stuff, to get back out. So, you know, the thing was go, but you know what? You have to listen to the rules.
Yeah, when you're making things worse for yourself. Hospital workers at the point of desperation. Nurses at the new Point Fortin Hospital and the Point Fortin area hospital say they are overwhelmed and exhausted, having to spend extensive hours caring for COVID-19. Hold on. Where is it? For COVID-19 patients. This, they said, is coupled with a lack of resources within the Southwest Regional Health Authority, SWRHA.
Well, go ahead. I want us to have a little discussion on that issue.
Okay.
This morning on the health.
Okay.
This
As June kicks off, ministry reports 12 new COVID deaths. The month of June has started with a dismal news of 12 more deaths due to COVID-19 and 405 positive cases of the virus, according to the Ministry of Health's COVID-19. Hold on. Yes, where is it? COVID-19 yesterday. And deceased patients. Okay. Oh, okay. It was a list they was giving you here. Both came from Mauritania. The 14 dead men's skull and skeletal remains stacked in a boat found floating 4 miles off Belgarden in Tobago last Friday. Started a journey from the North African, I want to believe that is, North African country of Mauritania, police said yesterday. A helping hand with no strings attached. It is said there is no free lunch, so is China expecting anything from Trinidad and Tobago in return for 100,000 free Sinopharm vaccines?
What's in that question?
It doesn't even have a author to the story. And the
You went better to ask that question.
And the thing about it is this same article was in the papers yesterday. Apparently they updated it for this morning. So I'm not sure. Anti-kidnapping cop dies at Augustus Long Hospital. The Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, TTPS, is again mourning another officer who succumbed to illness on Monday. Kitty charged with evicting Maloney tenant. A man who allegedly evicted a legal tenant from an apartment has been charged with willful trespass under the Trespass Amendment Act 2019. Accused child rapist ordered to stay away from schoolgirl. A Point 14 man who allegedly sexually assaulted a 16-year-old girl several times while she traveled in his car has been arrested by police.
But if you get it once, you go back in the car?
That was my thought, sir, but I don't know.
I'm just thinking out loud. I'm just
saying, I don't know if it's several times in one particular incident. I don't know.
Okay.
Minutes after, Rio Claraman reported to police that he was being threatened by a man from his village. He was brutally chopped outside his home on Sunday. Oh, the hell. Elderly watchman found dead in freight container. So these are the stories making way in the Express at this time.
You know, me and the Stone Age here.
I really had to come and take a look at that. You know? I really want to figure out what is the
Stone Age
specifications
thing
of
here. I've reached that point of not saying nothing.
I really had to find out why it is they're doing that. Man wounded in midday Port of Spain shooting. That was a whole scene yesterday. Hey boy.
I don't understand. We're in a state of emergency, curfew, so on, and we're getting a lot of. My question, I'm just asking one question. I don't want to deal with this topic.
Mm-hmm.
How did they know that this gentleman is going to be on where he was yesterday?
I would assume they probably were following him.
I am going to say the same thing too.
Oh boy.
God help us, yes. I ain't able now. There's another war going on start there.
Yeah.
That is a war going on start there. We were quiet and going good. I don't know, we don't like peace in this place.
It would seem that way, eh?
Being on lockdown, what? Look, you see?
Yeah, I don't know, boy. Okay, so McDonald's donates to NGOs. Okay.
I better go. I need to go and get some stuff. What they have?
You never to know, girl. You never to know. Michaela Pandey, show care for healthcare workers. Where am I? Yes. I now sent out the YouTube there, Sharon.
All right.
Disgusted Carapo councillor, bodies not dumped at our cemetery. I wonder if he's talking concerning that video
That's probably the video that we were watching.
Yeah, but that, I mean, is there an investigation into that video, Sharon? You know?
There are things we wouldn't know, right? So,
yeah.
People have to be careful of these things that they're doing. You can't be making video. Let me tell you, it's easy to find out the link and where all those things coming from, you know.
Yeah.
Why they ship it through? They could find out who created, where it came from.
True.
Or they need to stop this chippiness. All of this is to frighten people in Trinidad and Tobago. Oh, God.
Senior police, many curfew breaches in Tobago. Slow day for taxis in San Fernando. I wonder if this is the taxis that raised their fare. The taxi stand. I wonder. No Corpus Christi procession this year. Kamla, does NCRHA have legal authority over Couva Hospital? I don't understand the question. Okay.
Just to me, I give up here with this thing.
Woman challenging exemption process told go before full appeal court. Okay. No ambulance. Okay, this was the lady that gave birth to No, there's a next one. No ambulance. So Granville woman gives birth in car on way to San Fernando.
Oh, yes. Oh, Jesus.
Caribbean Climate Resilience Program hosts virtual conference. Belgrove appalled, disgusted by footage of bodies being dumped. Oh.
Say that again?
Belgrove appalled, disgusted by footage of bodies being dumped. Republic Bank offers loan deferrals and moratoriums. Okay. COVID mayhem as 13,085 infected, 326 die in last month. This is... Okay. Indian arrival holiday curfew senses. Oh, scenes, Lord Father. What? Clean my glasses, eh? Sorry about that.
No.
Indian arrival holiday curfew scenes.
No, don't worry yourself now.
Oh gosh. Man charged with murdering Point Fortin businessman. Okay, and well, okay, everything else is probably from Monday. So let me see what's going on in the... You seen the Guardian, Sharon?
Well, I'm now kind of getting to the garden. I don't know what's going on with the Express.
Okay.
I'm trying to get into the e-paper, but it's, well, no, let me leave that alone for now. So, the Guardian, I hope I see Mad Rush,
Yeah.
pensioner pain. And are you seeing, what is your first story? 2 soldiers had allegedly smuggling weed into maximum security prison.
What? That's no... Hold on. Yes.
Yes.
What?
So they tell the fact that all the COVID bacchanal going on, nobody ain't taking them on. You're wrong.
Yeah, but why? Sharon...
And look, they have a table, look at all what they're showing.
Where's
Where's this juice thing here?
That looking... No, that is not... I thought it was with the red cover. I thought it was this thing, Magnum, but they're looking like that.
But what he was going to make a will kill you. Look at cigarette.
Yeah, well, cigarette... As
Like
far
the
as
cigarette factory.
cigarette is platinum, eh? As far as...
But, and you know the factory, the cigarette place is on lockdown. So I went to get a little thing here, what it is. I can't get a certain kind because that's done. We have to wait until... I understand that. I'm afraid to zoom up because I know what if I come back out. But plenty things. Heinz assures safety of borders as Indian variant found in Venezuela. Jesus Lord.
Were you reading that from?
Right on the gun.
Oh, right, yes, I've seen it. Nice.
Listen, Coast Guard officers really depending on all your more than anything else, you know. Keep them out of begging. Please.
That Indian variant is what ran rampant in
Jesus
India.
Christ.
That variant different, you know. That variant is boy. To the
Tell them stay where they are. I don't understand that.
The people
We catching our tail here.
the people who plying this illegal immigration human trafficking trade. They need to be careful with this, you know.
The people with the boats. Let me talk about the people with the boats and the sea. But we're coming back to that. Another cop died from COVID-19. I think that's Sergeant Harvey. 30,000 apply for salary relief grant. Mad rush for pension checks grant. I was seeing it here.
Yeah.
Mystery boat with 14 bodies traced to West Africa. But I don't understand that in Bruce.
But
So,
they
they
know
probably
they
died a
say
long
in
time.
West Africa and the other article said North Africa.
Well, the Guardian say West Africa.
Okay.
So Better get the east-west ticket, better get a compass and get it right.
We have 2 more minutes before we go to the first something.
And we see we could no urgent appeal for Port of Spain mom and border closure challenge. Don't delete navigation apps. Farewell to Pan icon Bobby. Crime roundup. COVID-19 pandemic, the way forward for TNT, part 2. Carl announces flight changes for Thursday. No vaccine passport needed to enter U.S. Embassy here. Says COVID death crossed 500 persons now at 507. 52 arrested for breach of curfew hours. Possible drive-by shooting on Ryson Road. Both found with bodies and human remains linked to, how do you pronounce that?
I think it's Moratiana. Mauritian. Lord, I just announced it.
Something Africa. Anyhow, from Africa.
Yeah.
Republic Bank offers moratorium on loans to customers on a case-by-case basis. And those are the stories in the Guardian.
Yes.
You can go ahead and take your break.
Right, so we're getting ready to
will
go
come back.
to the break and we'll be right back. Sharon, we'll be back on.
Right. Chill out.
Can I see some hands in the air, please? Pump it up, pump it up. Put them out, higher, 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 higher. Yes, sir. One island, 2, one island, one, two. Everybody like this, hey. From one island, from one island, to another island, from one island, to another island, from one island, to another island. I come with a message from DCT, I say, come to Felix. DCT, I say, come on, hey. Everybody, hands to the up, everybody sing with me. From one island to another island, from one island to another island, from one island to another island, from one island. Can I see 100 in the air, please? If you are a proud masquerader, can I see 100 in the air, please? Somebody said nada. I love you. If you know that you're proud to be from the Caribbean, you're proud to be from Trinidad and Tobago. This is the Mecca of Carnival. I need to see all the hands like so, like so. Shake it, 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 shake it. One island, 2, one island, 1, 2. Everybody want to when I say that, hey. From one island to another. Let's go, hey. From one island to another. What is that? From one island to another island. Nice man. What's that? Hey, step to the round to the ground to be sing up in the air. Pretty good, pretty much to begin not making out of job. You might love you. Run you.
You don't need a mic to amplify your voice or a pen to rewrite history. You don't have to be a legend to inspire or use a podium to be a leader or have a title to be called successful. You don't need a classroom to be educated or even a radio to hear this message. And the world is yours to mold. All you need is passion and a deep connection to what you believe in. And you can make anything happen. When life is on, you can be mobile.
Be mobile. Just be. Tune into the street 91.9 FM
every Sunday from 10:05 a.m. to 11 a.m.
for the Repairing of the Breach radio program with me, Bishop Sharon Thomas.
The scripture says, "And they that shall be of thee shall build the old waste places.
Thou shalt raise up the foundation of many generations, and thou shalt be called the repairers of the breach, the restorers of the paths to dwell in."
Don't miss it. Repairing the Breach radio program with Bishop Sharon R. Thomas on the street 919 FM every Sunday from 10:05 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Hello?
Hey, Nikki, you busy?
Busy watching TV.
Oh, so you're home then?
I never said I home.
But you're not watching TV?
Yes, I'm watching DirecTV's TV online from a tablet. Watch it anywhere, anytime, from any device. And right now, I'm watching you in the gym. Yes, looking real good. Watch TV anywhere on any device with DirecTV's TV online. With DirecTV, you're looking good with the best in entertainment. Call 877-4388 to sign up for postpaid today.
Sign up and save with Green Dot. When you subscribe to any of our broadband packages, you get 30% off the installation fee, allowing you to stream your favorite shows on any of your devices. Update your social media accounts and connect with friends and family. Stay on top of the class with online learning sessions. Or keep your team in the loop with virtual meetings, all at an affordable price. This is a limited time offer, so don't wait. Call 224-GDOT today to sign up and save with Green Dot, improving and simplifying lives.
If you're a small or medium business looking to grow, then you simply need more customers. This is where we can help. Did you know people are Googling keywords right now for your products and services, but they can't find you? We help small businesses just like yours take advantage of online ninja advertising techniques to get more customers and more sales. Did you know there are thousands of businesses in Trinidad and Tobago that are not properly taking advantage of online marketing strategies? This means there's plenty of opportunity for you. We can help you put together targeted marketing campaigns using Google, Facebook, Instagram, etc. to get you more customers, all while spending pennies on the dollar. Give us a call today for your free business consultation. Call 363-4030. That's 363-4030. One more time, 363-4030.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's Radio.
The Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center of number 399 Eastern Main Road, Waiko in San Luis Grande is pleased to present Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson and guests on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Sundays, Ministry of Worship Children's Hour and the Word from 1 to 6 p.m. Tuesdays, see Jesus in every book of the Bible from Genesis to Revelation from 9 p.m. to 12 midnight. Wednesdays, we deal with current affairs from a biblical perspective from 9 p.m. to 12 midnight. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell everyone. For further information, visit with us at www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org. Facebook, email us at church668hope@gmail.com or call us at 753-1113 or 236-7271. Your free will gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated. Account number 795222 at the First Citizens Bank.
At Health and Wealth Lifestyle, we offer a wide range of services: blood analysis, iridology, acupuncture, foot detox, foot massages, gua sha, hot stone therapy, fire therapy, legs and feet massage therapy, mineral scrubs, acrotherapy, cupping.
We also have a wide variety of supplements: silver, zinc and magnesium, body light, and lots more.
We at Health and Wealth Lifestyle operate our business in a clean, safe, and comfortable environment. We frequently sanitize our compound and abide by all the COVID guidelines that are currently in place.
So come on down to Health and Wealth Lifestyle, where we treat you like family. Book your appointment today. Call us at 1-868-275-8359.
Or 1-868-288-1108.
And remember, your health is your wealth, and prevention is always better than medication.
More to love, yes it's true. Pennywise, just for you. So we'll get that perfect smile. Beauty in every aisle to take care of your body. We have all you need to stay healthy. Yeah, Pennywise. More to love, yes it's true. Pennywise, just for you.
Pennywise gives you more to love.
Len Capital Certificates is a passive income service company located at Princess Margaret Street in San Fernando and 5th Street South Woodbrook. At Len Capital, investing is made simple. You invest with us. We make the investments and then you collect returns either monthly or yearly. We have 5 different options you can choose from, and each investment option comes with different benefits starting from TT $5,000. For more information, contact 399-0307. Len Capital Certificates. It's all about you.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
So welcome back on the inside. Sharon. Hello, the lady.
I'm so sorry. I'm so busy trying to see if I could put us on the side and use here to. I gave up with that computer now. That computer stressing me out.
Oh, man, I sure it has something that I could probably do, man.
I'm quite able to hope so.
Something.
I'm able.
But we remind me to other call. Did you see our chat this morning, Sharon?
No, I didn't.
Whenever you get a little chance,
I'm not getting it valid. I ain't go with this e-paper thing to do that.
You're still in
I'm not floating up the head.
What you have to do? What you have to do today around lunchtime?
After that, after I was waiting for 10, so I had to take that in another room because I have to use for school. So I am here. I'm not really going anywhere.
I will call you.
All right. So Trinidad and Tobago, we have a call to make at about 7:30. But I would send you the number, or I'll talk to the person in a little while to see if you want to come on the Zoom or if you will just take the phone call, because you know when over the eye doesn't hear good, and sometimes you don't hear me so good. So if you get him on the Zoom, he can probably, you have to show his face.
Well, I was going to ask if you didn't want to take the call on your end so that you would have been able to hear him properly and we would hear you here properly. It would be easier that way.
I don't know. I have to ask my technician.
Techie.
Yeah. Call him to find out if we can do that, and it will be heard throughout the entire thing.
All
But where did you read the article about the nurses? But I don't want to go into the nurses issue. I want to say this morning, did we touch on the news day?
Yes, we did. We covered everything.
All right, excellent. So, I want to tell people this morning that we have to be mindful of what we hear in the public domain, because it's a campaign going on, and it's not going to stop. So this morning on the news, I'm seeing Kamla, does NCRHA have legal authority over Couva Hospital? So the opposition leader is calling on the North Central Regional Health Authority to clarify the legal basis under which it has the authority to manage the Couva Hospital at this time. She asks whether the decision being taken by the management of the NCRHA with respect to the hospital are beyond its legal authority. The hospital is currently being used to treat COVID-19 patients. There have been heated disputes between doctors and the NCRHA, which had rotated doctors out of the hospital. The authority has argued both that the medical chief of staff had requested a move and that patient outcomes had improved as a result. In a release, Kamla Prasad-Bissessar said the Couva Medical and Multi-Training Facility was incorporated in 2018 under the Companies Act 1995. She said at that time, the Finance Minister, Colin Imbert, said the facility would be jointly owned by the government and the University of the West Indies. Now I'm reading this, so I want to get to a point.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I want to advertise these people, I don't. Let me make this clear. However, based on the most recent annual returns filed for the company on August 26, 2020, the only shareholder was the Minister of Finance as corporation sole, holding all 10 ordinary shares at a value of $1 per share that was issued. We don't want to hear nothing about that. I totally am fed up of this issue with Kamla Prasad-Bissessar, whether it be the UNC, and this tit for tat and go back and forth with these doctors and so on. There is something I want to say and a point I want to get to, but I need to sit to my legal mind before I get in trouble. Not that I care, you know, because I want to tell doctors something. When you sign on to be a doctor, you sign on to make sure that you use all possible measures in which to save lives. And this is a campaign going on that I am looking at. People, how it is, if the night, in the night time today, like, okay, tonight, the doctors are told we were teaching and so on. But very early the next morning, the UNC, headed by Kamla Prasad-Bissessar, sends out a press release. You all don't find that strange? You all don't find that strange? I ask you the question again. Is it that some of these doctors are playing politics with some of our lives? I'm asking the question again. I'm not accusing nobody, you know. I'm simply asking a question. And we need answers. And I'm waiting on confirmation because I'm trying to get the CEO of the NCRHA to speak with us. I am very confused. And it's not just the Couva Hospital, Trinidad and Tobago. It is all around. Let me tell you this. I've been getting calls from persons who have eye surgery and a number of different surgeries to do. And they're being told that it can't happen in the hospital, it can't this and it can't that, but I could do it privately for you for $30,000. I could do it privately for you $150,000. I want to ask the doctors another question. We're in a situation in Couva Hospital and other hospitals. Why must you be on call? I'm just asking, is it true? The time you have to take to come from where you have to come from, no wonder why it's looking like we have a number of deaths. I don't know. I'm asking questions here this morning, and I'm begging and I'm pleading for answers. And I want to leave it there. I want to leave it there, and I want to leave it in your mind for you to do some homework and to understand. This is not a time to play politics with us. This is not a time to play politics with us and pass no blame on anybody. Do not pass any blame on anybody. If there's a beef with the CEO of Mount Hope, who is, let us say, probably in charge of the NCRH, I'm not too sure, so I don't want to put my foot in my mouth. Y'all have a beef, and y'all have been trying for the longest while to take him out. This is not the time, you know. This is not the time to do this. And if that is the position, I'm very disappointed. Very disappointed this morning, if that is the position. I'm begging and I'm asking for us to not play politics with people's lives at this time. Again, I'm going to tell you before I make the call to call the person who we're going to speak to. I'm going to ask you and I'm going to tell you to please, day before yesterday, I gave you some information on which a doctor and another person who survived the COVID shared their experience with us, and they shared what they did, how they survived it. I am not making jokes. This is a serious thing. Yesterday, I carried my children to take this farm, you know. This is a serious thing. And we have to understand this. In 4 to 5 days, you are no more here on the face of this earth. And I'm hoping that we're not playing politics, because I'm telling all you know, just as well they could have go to Parliament and talk about, Dr. Rowley is responsible for this, and this whatever happened is on his shoulder. I'm telling all you this morning. If the games y'all are playing with people's lives, and these people know about it, all you have to say, may God forgive all you if that is what all you do. And I want to say too, remember, when it reach on your doorstep is when you go understand. Some of us praying for it not to reach on our doorstep. And you see the fishermen and the people who have boats and the transportation between Venezuela and Trinidad, all you cut it out. Because if that Indian variant reached to us, consider all of us dead. Whatever we doing, the outcome of what we do if we don't follow the protocol, it shows on the nurses and doctors at this time. We're overwhelming the people by our behavior. You will have all the money just now and you will not know life, you know. You hear a man said it? He have all this money and he can't do anything with it. He can't save his life. So they want to make $1,000 ahead from Venezuela to Trinidad. US are talking about. Or they don't care about nobody else but all themselves. So Trinidad and Tobago, let us, according to the old people, go long. Bam, bam, go see them. Only continue. Continue. Because you want to make all the money, and at the end of the day, you'll have the money and can't spend it to save your life. Bruce, in the meantime,
yes, my dear,
you can open up the line and take some calls. I want to just make a call to talk to my my guest for this morning.
Sure.
And I will be back shortly. Go ahead and take your calls.
So the numbers are 342-0081, 466-5391. And remember, like I said before, please keep it short and sweet. All right? Please. Caller, good morning.
Morning, Bruce.
Hey, morning. Morning,
Sharon. I'm here this side. Yeah, no, according to Sharon this morning, they're still politicking, you know. They're still politicking. And You see the situation, what's going on in the hospital, I have a lot of people complaining. Well, it's not doing the government work, all the eye surgery, all kind of thing, or they're saying come private, or they're shutting down the machine willfully. And the government I'm making a clarion call this morning for the government to look into that matter very seriously, Mr. Nielsen. People suffering in this country, and not because of the government, because of the private doctor greed, right? And another thing I want to touch on quickly, because I want to stick. I hear this one Vicky Budam want to slap my Prime Minister. But here I want to tell you, Vicky, because I know all the Dominions and them listening this morning. Here I want to tell you, Vicky, to save you a lot of embarrassment, right? You're asking how come and how come? How come the UNC and people that look like you, the COVID spreading in all your district and to all your people? You see, it's not people in Mova and Lavanti and Dego and Arima and all them places when following the vigil. There's people who look like all you. So to save you a lot of trouble, for going to try to slap my goodly Prime Minister, you need to check that. There's people who look like all you, was up and down the road, he-haw in the scene. That is why that problem manifested more in all the areas, right, Vicky? I hope you listen, and I hope you're Dominions and them listen. All your love and listen, Bruce. Thanks, Sharon.
Yeah, man. Take care. Caller, good morning.
Bruce Ring, good morning.
Morning.
Morning, and everybody, good morning. The reason why the opposition leader is asking that question, Mother, is because if you look, they had the argument per capita, per population, our death rate is too high. That was an argument a few days ago. Right? The government decided, or whoever decided, to move around a few doctors. And by moving around a few doctors, you realize our death rate had gone down, I think, probably to 9 or something.
Yeah.
Have you observed our death rate had moved from 16 and 18 all the way down to 9 and 10?
Yep.
In a few days, right. So you understand the reason for the opposition asking the question. She's not concerned about people's life. She's concerned with politics with a few doctors who have a few issues. They're not functioning right, so they move them around so they have an issue, so they form an organization. That is political. Enjoy your morning, Bruce.
Yeah, man. Take care. Caller, good morning.
Hello?
Hello, morning.
Hey, I know it's me. I don't realize the phone is ringing again. Morning, Bruce.
Morning.
Sharon. I just called to say I love you all and have a wonderful day. This is my first and last call for the day. Enjoy your day, Brucey.
You too, my dear. Take care.
Thank you very much, Bruce. I'm going to send you, I'm waiting on the email from him. I'm going to send him the link for me.
Okay.
And as I told him, he can come on the Zoom. We don't have to put on the camera, but that we'll be able to interact more smoothly.
No problem. Caller, morning.
Okay, great.
Good morning, Batman.
Morning.
Yeah, I'm calling to bless that auntie who saved that child going to the hospital.
Okay.
I want to tell people, please never pick up abortion. Each child has its own merit, and God knows why He sends us on this earth. Bruce, I always talk about my age. Yeah? When I was 42, I won't be long. When I was 42, I discovered that I had a little baby inside me 5 years. I almost collapsed. 5 months, I mean.
Oh, I know when you say 5 years.
5 months, I almost collapsed because I had one child, and 18 years after, his baby is inside me, 5 months. He is 31 today, and he is serving the country. He was like a rat when he was born, just down 3 pounds. And I praise God for him. And when I heard the story about the girl who saved the child, I want to appeal to people, do not think about abortion at all. We are all here for a purpose. I wish I could write a book, but maybe one day when I get my computer working, computer done, so always on the landline, I will write that book. Okay. Love you all, and God be with everyone. Good morning. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Morning, Bruce. Morning, Sharon. Morning, Trinidad and Tobago.
Morning, man.
Morning to all those people listening to my voice wherever you might be around the world. Well, Bruce, all I have to say is about this is that we have to just continue doing the things that we're doing. We have our God, pray to God, because it's one God. And if people doing the things that they're doing, they don't believe in God at all. So we have to do what we're doing and pray to our God, because, I want to talk to raise God, but at the same time, we have to talk to God and let them guide us in the right way, put us on a lighted path, on a solid ground. You understand? Give us the strength to hold on, because these people, them, they ain't tired in at all. Let me use you tired. They ain't tired in at all, boy. Oh, God, they were weary young people. But we have to do what we have to do. And Trinidad and Tobago, only let's do what we have to do. Dr. Rowley, you do what you have to do anytime you have to do it. Don't think about what they going to say and what they ain't going to say, because they ain't care nothing. You do good, they ain't care. You do bad, they still ain't care. So let's do what we have to do. Say morning time, the people train the big morning, Passy Street, Bami Sauce, 1285. Coco, good morning to you. Pero, Bonnet Gardens and Mount this Friday and Peacemaker. Woman, Oga, good morning. Salaman, girlfriend, good morning. Love to everybody. God.
Bruce, check your WhatsApp and see if you can send out the invite for me, please.
Yes, doing so now.
Right.
Take another call. Caller, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Morning.
Morning, Bruce.
Morning.
Morning to Sharon. Morning to Dominic. The extension, the Titans of democracy. How long must it to the circumstances? Huh? They're saying with the war, they're doing with the war, they're disrespecting the Prime Minister. And we have to step up and take them. I don't want to stop. Something mentally wrong with these people and them. If you wasn't calling in, but the pressing the button. So before I get the radio to the studio, I'm gone.
Hey, Father. Caller, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, morning.
Morning. Yeah, caller, go ahead.
Yeah, you know what I like to see? I like to see when the Prime Minister going anyway, instead of put the what they call him, the finance minister for a woman to ask sometime, right? Because next Prime Minister must be a woman, a piano woman, right? And what will happen? All of them, you see old people park up. There wouldn't be no, after this fight, there wouldn't be no parliament here. I need all of them. They'll have to groom. Thank you, that groom a good woman. Right? But start to learn she, when you anyway, start to learn she to act as a Prime Minister. Thank you.
Thank you. Caller, good morning. I lost it. You can call me back. Caller, good morning.
Well, good morning to you, Bruce, and good morning to you, Miss Felix. Miss Felix, morning. Miss Felix, Bruce.
Morning. I'm right here.
I'll find this number. Don't take on this program at all, boy. Miss Felix says, shut down this number to answer my call, man. Oh my gosh. Huh? I let me get good, you know.
I'm trying to
because I do not.
Who's this, Kingsley?
Hey.
But she's a girl who laughs. She know the voice.
This Kingsley.
You remember I hearing,
She
I'm not
hardly,
hearing
she
so
hardly
clear.
hearing you. You have to talk a little clearer.
She not hearing me.
Right, I'm
She
not
hear me
hearing.
clear now.
Yeah, she know hearing you.
I want mistakes to hear me.
Oh God! What you
Oh my
doing
God.
calling this
Oh my
program,
gosh.
boy?
Oh my gosh.
Jesus. Oh my God! Don't call
Oh my
me.
gosh.
Listen.
Oh
do
my
not call
gosh.
This program to put no false news here because you will be cut off, eh? Right. Come with your facts and right now we're trying to get an interview.
Miss Felix right now is unity. Miss Felix right now is unity. We are uniting the country. We are uniting the country. This is not about politics right now. Kingsley is not about politics. Kingsley, I'm uniting the country. I on a mission to unite the country. I find we too divided in this country, Miss Felix. I find we too separate. We have too much Indian and African, and we have to hold hands to be in this country. That's what I don't understand that politics no more. I'm going to call the cards where it is. Because our people in this country are suffering more and more and more by the hands of politicians in this country. And I take no prisoners because we are hurting. And once we are hurting, we have to speak out as a nation. Not as Indian or African, but as people of Trinidad and Tobago. So I on an independent drive, I on a country drive, I on uniting each and every single citizen of this country. I am also on a drive to unite politicians and all, so that we could have a better country for our children's future to come in this time. So I not on the politics again. I am taking it light. I take 2 steps back down. I am uniting our country. That's what I'm fighting for. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bruce, you getting through?
Yeah. I sent it out already. I'm just waiting for him to come so I could let him in.
My girl just reached here and she giving me a story here about she took a taxi this morning and the man driving off going with her. People, and this COVID thing have people confused, you know. Ay. And I want to tell Kingsley on this program, I don't have a problem to listen to nobody. The program is open for everybody to call, but you have to come with your facts, your information. You say you're not politicking, you're on nation building and unity. I have no problem with that, but rest assured, don't slip. Don't slip with me. Good. I have no problem listening to nobody and taking anybody calls, but do not slip with me, please. So I'm asking people to go onto our live stream on YouTube and on Facebook. So YouTube, it's IWER TV, and on Facebook, it's the Street 919 FM. We're trying to link up with the interview person to do the interview this morning. We're talking about the virus, and we want people to understand how serious the virus is. So we have persons who are recovering, and we're going to be talking to them so they can give us some sort of advice, explain to us what is the feelings and so on. So don't worry. Let me say good morning to Angie and the entire Titans of Democracy. Everybody to Big One, hope you're locked on and listening. So just bear with me, continue to take the calls, Bruce. I'm trying to get in touch with my person on the other end.
No problem. Caller, good morning.
Hi, morning.
Morning.
I was looking at TV6 last night, and the professor was speaking about the education and how it is they have African people at the background. And there's a program beyond. You understand? I just hope the professor continue speaking about it and don't let down at all. And one of the senators in Parliament saying that the UNC was in power for 11 years. so come they can't just do that within that space of time now. But at the end of the day, when they came in for the first time, they moved everybody from top position and make sure and seal their people in high position so they could do what they want. Understand? So I don't know what is he trying to fool people. I just want the professor to continue talking because they can keep talking and they get frightened. So I just hope he don't let down. You understand? In that he ever on a nation building drive, their own politicians holding back goods and services that the government put in place for their own people, just to make sure and keep them in a bubble, to make sure and telling their people that the government not giving anything, but they holding back every single thing. Just like Glenn Ramadan thing a couple of years ago in the corporation, that the corporation not doing something that they're supposed to be doing, but they're not asking for the money, and the money right there for them to go and collect, and they're not doing it. They're holding back from the people and making it look like the government starving the people, and that is how they're holding theirs 19. That's how they want to hold their 90 constituencies. Go already.
Thank you.
Okay, so Bruce, you need to check. He said he's waiting on
Right,
the
yes.
post.
I know seen it here.
Right.
Yes. All right. I've seen the young lady.
All right, so you need
Sharon getting a bad feedback.
Yeah.
Is he on the phone with you?
Yes, go ahead.
Right.
Go ahead, please.
Right.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you. You hearing me?
I'm having a problem with audio. Are you hearing me?
Yes, I am hearing you. Sharon, I'm not hearing you.
Yeah.
Sharon, your mic.
Right, so, okay, so Mr. Anthony, you hearing me now?
Yes, I am.
So you're hearing Bruce?
Yes, I was hearing Bruce.
Nice, excellent. So we are inside Trinidad.
I think we're inside, yes.
Yes. So Trinidad and Tobago listeners, this is Mr. Hugh Anthony. Mr. Hugh Anthony, you want to introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Hugh Anthony. I was 45 Bush Street, Curep, age 76. I used to work with the Industrial Development Corporation, if you want all that kind of information, but I think that's behind me now.
Right.
I'm not retired for some time.
Right.
And I managed to contact the COVID around the 17th of May. Yeah.
So this morning, Trinidad and Tobago, we're talking to Mr. Anthony because we want to get a first-hand experience of this COVID-19 virus. So Mr. Anthony, before we go into tell us of your stay, where you went and treatment, you have an idea how you contracted the virus at all?
No, I have spent many quiet moments trying to understand where and how, but it's so varying in terms of where I may have gone, although I was trying to be particularly careful, but I still can't zero in on exactly where.
So tell us what it felt like.
Well, when I eventually realized I was having a problem, I was in touch with my cardiologist because I have had issues which we've been dealing with, nothing negative. And when I told her what was happening, she said, I was feeling very debilitated. And she said, well, you know what, you don't have the classic signs of having the virus. However, it will be in your best interest to do a test, which I did on the 14th. And the test came up negative.
Interesting.
But I was already feeling very down. And as a matter of fact, I was, my son and daughter put me in an ambulance and sent me to St. Joseph Private Hospital because of how badly I was feeling. And then from there, when they did their tests, etc., They said, yes, there appears to be a positive sign of the COVID, so we're sending you to Mount Hope. When I went to Mount Hope, I think it's on the 17th of May.
And how was the stay at Mount Hope?
I find it very interesting. The initial entry had me a bit, of course, I didn't know what I was getting into. So the initial entry to the tent had me a bit nervous. However, when I was triaged and I saw what was happening, I got more confidence in what was happening around me. And I was placed in a room after having been triaged. There was quite a bit of room around at that time. And eventually, when they set up I realized that when they set up the army or the hospital tent, as I would call it, I don't know the right name, they got much more space to accommodate many more patients. And I was also put in that general area.
Right.
Okay? At first, of course, there was some trepidation on my part because of course everybody together in one stretcher, wheelchair, this, that, the next. But it turned out to be quite an experience.
One that you will share with the world.
Well, I would like to think so. For me, it was a positive one. I had heard so many negative things about the treatment, etc. But I can't go on that route. While you crowded into a big, huge tent, in terms of space and accommodation, it appeared to be one of the best situations for us here. I would say it's a good situation for us here, given our lack of actual physical space at the hospitals. Because you could have treated people, well, en masse, but in a good environment as far as I was concerned. The doctors and nurses and the attendants were extremely good. While, as I said, it was male, female mixed up, but because of the condition, I do think they could have helped it at that time.
Right.
And you got proper treatment, you got your treatment regularly, you got your checks. I don't know where they found so many members of staff, but they were like ants all over the place. And the treatment was good. The people who were dedicated were well treated by the staff, make sure they were clean, make sure they were changed. Those who were on oxygen were kept on oxygen, and the attendants who dealt with the oxygen passed around I don't know the time, there's no particular time frame, but they ensured that oxygen was not in short supply. So that patients needing oxygen were both sent always on oxygen, except for a short window when they were doing the changing of the tanks and the masks. I was not on oxygen for long periods, so that I was on my own oxygen scheme most of the time. The medications were given out in a timely fashion as far as I'm concerned. The diet, of course, you're not getting the food that you get at home because they have specific requirements for people with diabetes, people with hypertension, low salt, low sugar. But you got your meals regularly, about either 3 or 4 meals a day. I think it's 3. Let me cut it down to 3. And of course, it's not something that, as far as we in India are concerned, might have been palatable. But certainly, I thought it was in keeping with what was happening with you to bring back your sustenance, etc., etc.
Excellent. So how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling much better. I'm still weak. And this apparently would last
for a little while.
And I think that every little day, some little glitch turns up. But you know that you tell yourself, and when you read the professional information, this shall soon pass.
So let me ask you, you're steaming and so on.
Repeat that, please.
Are you steaming?
Yes, when you called me a while ago, I was just steaming. Yes.
Excellent. And of course, you're being treated well. So I know your son and daughter must be making sure that you eat your meals and so on.
Yes, I lost my appetite completely when you cannot believe. But I am eating much better now.
Excellent.
I must move on to the step down facility.
Yes, tell us about that.
That was an experience. I was at the UTT Valsine campus. I remained there for 3 days, I think. They were ensuring that my oxygen level on my own would be good before when I went home. So I spent over 3 days testing it out, making sure that all was well. That is as far as I'm concerned, that's an extremely comfortable situation. I don't know about the others, but I was at UTT Valsine campus. There were 5 beds per room, which was a classroom which could hold about 35 people. I think the sign said no more than 35 people. Of course, with desks. That's during the campus periods.
Right.
So you know that room is fairly sized. And we had 5 people to a room, each on their own bed. Air conditioned, fully air conditioned room. Doctors, nurses, everybody checking you so many times a day to ensure that you have the medications and your proper meals. I was pretty impressed with the treatment given and how the staff in particular did a woman service to ensure that patients were well taken care of and that they got all they needed to help them to get back to some semblance of mobility. That's how I would explain that. And the meals also were 3-4 meals a day to ensure the kind of meal that you need to have if you're low sodium, if you're hypertensive and you have diabetes. They were catered to suit your needs in that respect. I must mention too, with respect to meals, even in the tent, the hospital tent, I call it, you were allowed to bring in stuff that you needed, including meals. This, of course, I think it would have been to the detriment of the treatment that given to you. But you were allowed to bring stuff from home. It would be dropped off at a security point for you. And at some time during the day, you would get what you asked for from home, whether it be food, clothing, bedding, and this was done right through the day. Sometimes there were glitches in collecting the items, which I think is understandable, given the logistics of having that done. But you had that capacity also, our ability. Even on the step-down facility, which I think they were even a little tighter with getting stuff in and or out because you didn't want the virus to be leaking in and out.
Yeah.
So that is how I saw that position. I don't particularly have any negatives. I used to see negatives about the hospital tent situation, but in my personal view, even though there may have been negatives, there were few. And it's a situation that we were kind of, the government was kind of, and the population were thrown into to ensure that the population didn't just die out and that there was some effective treatment for the population so that they could survive this COVID-19.
Well, Mr. Hugh Anthony, I want to thank you so much for taking our call and even more to give us the information. Let me just put in the public domain, I don't know who Mr. Hugh Anthony is. I know of him. I don't know who he is. He was how should I say? He was put on to me by a friend of mine because he would have been speaking to that person and they thought it would have been a good idea for us to have him on air to speak to the people of Trinidad and Tobago and let them know what's going on. So, Mr. Anthony, we have begun being friends. I want us to keep that link and call me. I have no problem with you calling me anytime you feel like it.
Thank you very much.
We have to learn to be our brother's keepers.
We do. Much more so now than before, I think.
And we need to start checking in on one another.
Yeah.
So, you have now officially joined the Titans of Democracy here. We have so you're going to be part of the family, and
Yes.
we will be checking on you, and I want you to do the same to me. I will join you to our little chat where we have Mr. Chance and a number of persons who are there. And
Yes.
all, so we can keep in touch.
Excellent.
And thank you very much for sharing your experience.
Of course, you recognize that my voice is hoarse.
Yes.
This is one of the fallouts from my particular illness. But it says it will go you if you do the right things, and I have been reading professionally about how to take care of stuff like this, because things like this will crop up.
Excellent. So, Mr. Anthony, I want you to take care, continue to follow all the protocols, and if you get a little honey, you can make sure and take a little honey.
I have plenty. You want some?
Yes, of course I need some.
You look like you have enough. Yes, I use honey every day, maybe 2-3 times a day. I start off with honey with warm water.
Nice.
Yeah.
I know a friend of mine listening. He lives Princestown, and I hope that because when my mother was ill, he brought me 2 big bottles of honey. It just finished yesterday.
This is excellent. What I've been reading.
Yes.
You start your morning with honey and warm water, and you it's really, really, really good.
So I need to get some honey. So Rowley Jr., I need honey, please. Right. So thank you, my dear, and I hope you have a great day today. And we'll talk a little later on with the stuff that you asked me to help with.
Certainly, that's kind of significant for me, because I'm kind of lost. Where do I go from here? Okay. Although I'm in quarantine, I'm not sure how long when I could get myself out of quarantine, and how I get tested to ensure I'm all right and stuff like that. I find that is a bit loose. Those aspects I find a bit loose, and I know it's a lot to do, because there's a lot of many patients who are getting ill with this disease. So that following up can be a problem, but I think we need to try somehow to tighten that aspect of it.
Excellent. All right. So thank you so much.
Sharon, thank you for this conversation. It was very a pleasure chatting with you all. And Mr. Charles, thank you for joining us. And I look forward to more chats with you both.
No problem.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All the best for the day.
Okay, my dear.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
So Trinidad and Tobago, that was Mr. Hugh Anthony, and that was one of our cases in Trinidad and Tobago. He became positive with the virus, and just to share it with you, to let you know what, some of the challenges are. We have another person, but I don't think I will call him today. He came out, and I told him, I said, we have to talk about this. And he gave me an experience. He said, girl, inside a day, and he explained to me about the Coover Hospital and the treatment, and I was amazed. Amazed I was. So we will call him another day. We'll leave him for another day, and we'll do another interview with him. So I want to thank Mr. Anthony for taking our call. And listeners and viewers, remember we live on our YouTube channel on IWER TV, and on our Facebook, the Street 919 FM, and I want to thank you for logging on to listen to the interview. I just didn't want, and I'm happy he didn't have the camera, so we could have seen who it is. You have to give people their space of privacy. Yeah? So we want to go back and continue with our discussion, and I'm just saying to people, sometimes you try to be extremely safe, and my friend, I have a very good friend, we like sisters. She is extremely careful. Everybody was shocked that she contracted the disease, the virus. And she and all don't understand. She don't know where she got it from. So sometimes they're being so careful, and that's why I'm saying to people this morning, one thing I forget to ask Mr. Hugh, if he would take the vaccine when his time is ready for taking the vaccine. I took the AstraZeneca. I have my second shot to take. My children took the Sinopharm yesterday. Right? I am not making any joke where that is concerned. People, we have to try to save one another. And we have to try to talk to one another. So guys, let's open the lines and take, because people complaining they didn't get into call. So we're going to open the lines and take your calls at this time. And I want you to be short and sweet. You don't have time to make love on the phone. Give us your comments. Hit and run. We have to answer. We answer so that everybody gets a chance to call in as much as possible.
Yes.
Bruce, tell them the numbers.
Numbers are 342-0081 and 466-5391. We have a call on the line. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Bruce. Good morning, Sharon.
Morning, Zina.
Good morning to all those who looked on and listening. Man, oh, morning. I hear Mommy source for a few days. Morning to everybody. Sharon and Bruce. Dominic, good morning wherever you are. You see the how people talking about the good treatment. I've heard other people talk about even before with the quarantining when the flights were coming in, that the treatment was very good. It had a guy, they didn't have it, but coming from abroad, he and his family had to quarantine, and he said, and I nearly didn't want to go home. His first treatment was good. He said it was so good. He was pleased because he was hearing people from away. He was hearing people getting on about the facilities and quarreling. He said when he came, I can't remember where he said he was. He said, tell my son, he said, and a boy Nelly didn't want to go home, from the quarantine. First, the treatment was good. Anyhow, I want to talk about what is happening now with the doctor situation. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that it reached to this. From day one, the opposition started with that thing on the medical team. I don't know what was the problem. But anyhow, I shouldn't say I don't know what was the problem. Maybe they see too many of them looking like you and I. They started talk about, she said, you all want real doctors? We have real doctors on our side. From the time I heard that, I know things would have been brewing with this whole doctor situation. It go until it reached down. I could remember one of her Monday night meetings, the opposition leader, I read it on the papers, where she said that the doctors here, they for a whole year they're sit down, they're telling us, do this, do that, telling the government, let us do this, do that, do the other. She said that they were pretending, to be saviors and experts, right? She said they want to tell us what to do, and that they feel that, how like COVID might now overwhelm us. She went on and on and on. But when I read what that lady was saying, imagine, they're pretending to be saviors, and they're going on and on. Now, I'm not surprised when I'm hearing about the doctors that were moved, and they're the best in the country, and the who and the what, and what all that is about.
Zina, you have a few seconds.
And they want them to be reinstated. I thought you didn't send them home, I don't know, it's just move around. What is all that fuss about? I don't know. What they want to happen to the health system? It must crash? Look here now. I don't know. No, God help us and hope that we come out of this devil situation that we're in. Thank you, Bruce. Sure.
Thank you very much, Zina. Bruce, when we come back, I have a question to ask.
Okay, no.
But let me just ask the question. Let me ask the question quickly before we go into the break. Is it that the doctors who you want reinstated is how you was getting information in and out of the facilities? One take a break.
Folks, we'll be right back.
A fight for Brass Festival, we are a little too quiet. Time to raise the vibes just a little bit. Run it! Yeah. Brass Festival! Yeah. What? Get back now! 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 Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282 or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
More to love, yes it's true. Pennywise, just for you. So real, get that perfect smile. Beauty's in every aisle to take care of your body. We have all you need to stay healthy. More to love, yes it's true. Pennywise, just for you.
Pennywise gives you more to love.
For some, today is just another routine 24 hours. To others, today is first page in tomorrow's story. It's the audition for tomorrow's performance. It's the spark that ignites tomorrow's change. The perseverance for tomorrow's breakthrough. The first like of tomorrow's big hit. Never take your today for granted. When life is on, those who truly believe in the power of today can become anything tomorrow.
Be mobile. Just be.
Hey, you keeping safe? I hope so. I don't really know what will happen when everything will back up, but the line had to go on. But in the meantime, just come online with the live wire. I'm on the Street 919 FM every Saturday from 5 to 8 p.m. Or you could check us out on the live on Facebook at the Street 919 FM or on YouTube at Street TV. Don't forget to share the live. That might just be as important as you keeping safe. So mask up, sanitize, tune in to the Street 919 FM, Lime on the Live Wire, Saturday afternoons, 5 to 8 p.m. Don't worry, I gonna be home in time for the curfew. Keep safe.
Simpsons Memorial Limited, number 63 Eastern Main Road, Laventille. Internationally accredited funeral directors and embalmers. A full-service funeral home serving families of Trinidad and Tobago and internationally since 1945. At Simpsons Memorial Limited, we serve with dignity in assisting families in honoring the memory of their loved ones. Our services include professional funeral and pre-planning, burials and cremation, custom-built and imported caskets, coffins and cremation trays, cemetery management, limousines, mourners cars, grief counseling, web streaming of funerals, fully air-conditioned chapel with live musical accompaniment, full global shipping and receiving of loved ones. We specialize in facial restorations. Call us anytime, day or night, at 623-8688. That number again is 623-8688. Simpsons Memorial Limited. Superior service, always with excellence.
Take me to the king. I don't have much to bring.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's radio.
The Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center of number 399 Eastern Main Road, Waiko in San Luis Grande is pleased to present Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson and guests on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Sundays, Ministry of Worship Children's Hour and the Word from 1 to 6 p.m. Tuesdays, see Jesus in every book of the Bible from Genesis to Revelation from 9 p.m. to 12 midnight. Wednesdays, we deal with current affairs from a biblical perspective from 9 p.m. to 12 midnight. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell everyone. For further information, visit with us at www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org. Facebook, email us at church668hope@gmail.com or call us at 753-1113 or 236-7271. Your free will gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated. Account number 795222 at the First Citizens Bank.
Now there's a new way to pay your electricity bill.
Quick pay your bills today. Quick pay, it's a whole new way. Online, pay a bill one time. Yes, there is a whole new way to quick pay for your electricity. Yes, they made it easy. Just enter your account number. 4 clicks and it's over.
Introducing Quick Pay, a new service from the Trinidad and Tobago Electricity Commission that lets you pay your bill online with your credit or Visa debit chip card. Just enter the account number and contact information. Click Pay and you're done.
Share the line. Share the line. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the line. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the line. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the line. The Street 919 FM.
This is your boy Ziggy Rankin, and right now you're listening to the Titans of Democracy. You don't know. Real talk.
So welcome back on the inside. If you're just joining us, you're locked on to the Street 909 FM. This is your Titans of Democracy. And as I do a bit of housekeeping here for you, Value Optical wishes to advise the public that all 13 branches will be open on a limited basis to continue to provide essential eye care services to you. Our services are currently limited to emergency and critical eye care only, and we will require you to make an appointment at this time. Please call us at 225-4865 or toll-free 800-2020. For all inquiries on opening hours, eye testing, availability, and how we can assist your eye care needs. Value Optical, caring for your eyes. What is convenience? Paying your Digicel bill with your debit card on My Digicel app. Now you can make your Digicel Plus and mobile bill payments on the My Digicel app with your Scotiabank, Republic Bank, RBC, or First Citizen Bank Visa debit card. No need to use a credit card. We make it easy to use your debit card to pay your bill, top up, or purchase a plan. Download the My Digicel app on your mobile app store today. Attention HDC clients, if you make monthly payments directly to HDC, you are reminded that you can make payments at any SurePay payment center located at select Massey stores. Do a wire transfer to Republic Bank account number 150-228-173-001 or deposit a check in the box located at the HDC head office. For more information, visit us on Facebook, Instagram, or website www.hdc.gov.tt. Lockdown with your loved ones. Stay safe with easy ways to connect with B-Mobile. Our customer experience store at Lowland Scarborough Payment Center and channel partner locations are open to better serve you. For a complete listing of all our stores and their opening hours, visit bmobile.co.tt. Be assured that we maintain all recommended health and safety protocols at our stores. We are doing everything to keep our customers and employees safe. We also made it easier for you to stay at home and still connect with us. Use Be Online, the My Be Mobile app, or call 824-TSTT to pay your bills and more. Together, let's be safe and be connected with Be Mobile. Life is on. Johnny Q for all your hardware, building materials, auto parts, small tool rentals, pets and pet supplies, gravel and sand now available. Don't forget Power Master, Optima Vata and Megastar batteries starting from $488. And it's all at Johnny Q, number 15 R. Peter Avenue, Woodbrook, and our new location at Lowlands Mall, Tobago, off Claude Noel Highway. Just call 63 Tools. Get ready to breakfast set. Go with Milo. Purchase $40 in Milo powder and win a laptop and $10,000 cash. Plus, win up to $3,000 weekly and so much more. See Press and Milo Caribbean on Facebook and Instagram for more details. Yes, it's true. Pennywise, just for you. So real, get that perfect smile. Beauty is in every aisle. To take care of your body, we have all you need to stay healthy. Pennywise, yes, it's true. Pennywise, just for you. Pennywise gives you more to love. International cricket superstars Karen Pollard, Dwayne Bravo, Lindell Simmons and Riyad Emrit, even Raymond Ramnarayan and Ravi B has all been using Omega XL for joint pain and getting great results. So what about you? Just pick up a bottle of Omega XL right now at all leading pharmacies or call Great Health Limited at 225-0410. So live long and stay strong with Omega XL. So welcome back. In a few minutes time we have our financial tip of the day. Remember we're live and alive here with you in studio. Sharon?
Oh yeah, here.
Oh, looking like I now see you wiping your beak there. Where you was eating?
No, I ain't eat nothing yet. No, when I'm finished I have to go and make breakfast on my son. Remember tell my girl here, oh God, she carrying on. Because she now getting me the holes that the man tried to touch you in. Hold on. Let me tell that phone.
We hear that loud and clear.
Man, she went and hear Lucy Taylor this morning. So Trinidad and Tobago be back. It's 8:07 a.m. Remember today is the 2nd of June 2021.
6 more days. 6 more days. 6 more days. 6 more days.
There's you, it's Tuna Puna, it's Aaron. There's a whole set of June.
Yes.
Take that.
Sexy loving people. Watch me.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So guys, we're going to open the lines and take your calls, and you heard what the gentleman said this morning. Remember we say at 8 o'clock every morning we steaming. Remember we say at 8 o'clock every morning steaming. People, get your steam ready. You may not be seeing us, but I normally take my steam. So guys, go and get, if you don't have the let me show you. Let me get it and show you what it looks like. If you don't have one of that, you put on your little pot on the fire with water, 2 drops of the peppermint, or a drop of peppermint and a drop of eucalyptus, and you inhale. Boy, when you hit you the first time, you say, what? Inhale, exhale, and try to swallow to take in from, people, come on, we need to save our lives, so we need to steam together. We're doing this every 8 o'clock every morning. Get your steam ready. Remember that. Yep. Get your steam ready. And when I was talking to Mr. Hugh yesterday, I see you steaming him. Of course, get your steam ready. That's to clear the lungs and so on. Get your steam ready. Yesterday, I had the opportunity. Let me say good morning to Lincoln, a friend of mine's, a soldier guy. Boy, send me the link for exercise. Bruce, I ain't missing the next session. Listen to me. My whole screen full of everybody in the home, on the ground, and doing the exercise. I ain't missing the next session.
I tell you, when you start, you will enjoy it. It'll be fun.
So I want to talk to him and ask him first to share it in the group so that more people could come on and do the exercise in the afternoon. People, we have to find ways to keep ourselves active and, the thing going. So call us. Tell us what's going on. Today's Wednesday, Mr. Chance, I'm not hearing you. I love you. I'm missing you. You need to call us, Mr. Chance. Call us, Mr. Chance. And in the meantime, we're doing that. Let me talk to my technician and see if we can take calls on this side also.
Okay.
So guys, the numbers to call, tell them the numbers close.
Yes, the numbers are 342-0081, 466-5391. Those are the numbers to call me and get us here live in the studio. All right, so you can call us up, have a chat with us. This person calling you two phone. What's this? Hey. Caller, good morning.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. Oh, what a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. A beautiful morning to some beautiful people.
Morning.
Sharon, Felix, Brucey, and Dominic.
Good morning.
Sharon, I heard your rules and the regulations sound good. All to make it tight and sweet. No love making on the phone. So all I want to say is that I love you all very much. I'm hanging on and I'm listening. Love you, people. Have a blessed one.
Thank you very much.
Tight and sweet.
Thank you, Mother. Take care. Have a blessed one. But Sharon, we have a financial tip coming up. We have about 2 minutes. I could probably take another call in the meantime.
Sure.
So, caller, good morning.
Morning, Bruce, and morning, Sharon.
Morning.
Good morning.
Sharon and Bruce, well, that's only a question. I'm asking only a point this question to you, both of you. How come and when last you ever hear doctors concerned about working, that cleaning the hours? You ever hear that doctors fighting to work because they want to work in the RHA? I'm bringing up this, and let me give all a reminder, see all you remember Minister of Health Colin Imbert and how the MPAT was formed? You only remember how that was formed? It's when Imbert was Minister of Health under the Manning regime. I remember he was pressuring the doctors and them to put in the time, and he put into the public that some doctors and them wasn't paying in the time and he had to be paying them. Then they start to quarrel. One set of bacchanal about the money too small, that's why they start to run to the private business and everything, and he gave them an increase in salary. And then they didn't like the representation from, I think it was the PSA, and they said they wasn't the thing, and they formed their own pull aside and form. That's how they form impact. But I can understand that you have doctors working constantly in this virus area of the health system. You have to rest them. You can't have them there 6 months and the emperor still going down there battling with that. You rotate doctors. You know, you pull up some, you rest them for a couple months or a month or whatever it is, or a week or whatever it is, and then you keep rotating them because men will burn out. We could understand, because we hear what's going on here now, that the amount of people who testing positive on a daily basis, and then out of who get test positive, who have to be warded and who have to be taken there. You could have a doctor into that write you 8 hours, write you, and most of the time he's supposed to be working 8 hours or whatever hours he's supposed to pay. He will have to do an extra. So I'm asking the question again. Why is those certain doctors and the names coming up? Why remember the certain doctor name? He liked to chatter in a goon. He was one of them first, and then was fighting the system and talk about doctors underpaid and the doctors everything. But the argument was the doctors not putting any time they ought to be putting time into the RHAs, and that was the complaint from the citizens, the same people using the system. They can't get a doctor, they can't think, and they were complaining about what was going on. Now you're hearing these same doctors and them coming and getting into politics, going on to certain political shows and talking out of timing, I have to say, because if you as a medical doctor have concerns, what are you going to make it political for? Why are you going to political program?
Leave it there. We have to go to the financial tip right now, so leave it there. Folks, we go into our financial tip and we'll be right back.
The
The Street 91.9 FM brings you today's tips to improve your financial literacy. Improving your financial literacy is a never-ending endeavor that needs to be prioritized. As you work on improving your financial literacy, it's important to continue your momentum. Here are your tips. Implement the 72-hour rule. The 72-hour rule is a game changer when it comes to savings and focusing on value spending. Before making any sort of impulse purchase, pause and take 72 hours to think it through. After 72 hours, you will likely have forgotten about making this purchase entirely. Also, you've just saved yourself a few dollars, maybe even a few hundreds by doing so. Over time, this rule can be the difference of thousands of dollars and can help you shift your spending habits to focusing on things that bring you value and align with your financial plan. That was your financial tip brought to you by the Street 91.9 FM.
So that was our financial tip for the day. Welcome back on the inside. The lady. So as we continue to take your calls.
All right, here.
34, okay, nice. 342-0081. 466-5391.
You just get lonely quick right here. I don't know where. All right here.
Everybody in the world know the universal caller, no Sharon.
Oh God. Hey.
So guys, you can call us up. The lines are now open. We'll take some of your calls. I'm trying to remember. Anyway, I'll remember it soon enough. Soon enough. Let me see who's out there. Caller, good morning.
Morning again, boss.
Morning.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a lovely question Sharon asked us now there. And I don't know if you all remember the time with the custom officers when the repatriation site was singing. Somebody was leaking information, and the minister had us to scale down the amount of, I think it was custom officers or something, and then the opposition come and start to talk about victimization and the pass them off duty and all kind of things. But it wasn't that. It was certain people, they had planted in certain places, just giving them a set of information for them to come out here and make the kuchar. And Saturday was on point this morning. You understand? So, but they figure we shifted, we looked on and we listened, we watching them very close. The politician ain't go stop. And I would like the government making a clarion call again to the minister and the government. You cannot have these people working private and public is a conflict of interest. See what all they can come up with over the time and see how they can deal with that problem. The people in this country going to continue suffering when that system is concerned. When all they're spending all their big money to fix the government, the machines and things in the health facility, somebody dismantling them to make money on the outside. The government are making a clarion call, fix this problem from a place. Okay, Busha and I listen. Thank you.
Yeah, man, take care.
Thank you very much.
Sharon, you know I always say they should have, like, they assign, let us say, 4 persons. The four of you all in charge of the maintenance and the upkeep of this machine. Should it go down for any which reason, you all need to account as to what's going on. Why is it down? Why is it not functioning at full 100%? And we'll see what happens from there.
Agreed. You need to pick. People need to be in charge of their space.
Yep.
Total in charge, and it must have consequences when they being in charge.
That's right. I have an overseas call here. Caller, good morning.
Sure.
Hey, morning, Bruce. Morning, Sharon.
Hey, Toronto, how you doing?
Hey, good morning, Toronto.
Very cool. I just called to say I'll enjoy the program this morning and to tell Domingo, I'll tell you listeners, I celebrate 30 years with my lovely wife who went off marriage yesterday.
Oh!
Happy anniversary, man.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah, boy.
Well, if the tune is ready from the right one, that's it.
Nice.
Right, and it's very nice, to tell her that yesterday. And another thing, I don't talk about COVID. I came down with the COVID, right?
Yeah.
Thank God I told you that so I could see my 30 years of anniversary. Well, anniversary with my wife, So I was just going back on my phone, checking the time that I went in the hospital, and the hospital called me back and what took place and what. I feel I'm just going checking it out. It was very painful, and it was very hard because I'll tell you, I was kind of gasping for breath at times.
Yeah.
Thank God that they went and checked everything in the hospital, make sure that my heart had not a problem and everything, and found out that it was COVID I had. So I pulled through, thank God, and I hope a lot of people in Trinidad and Tobago, I don't even know where I get it. I don't know how I get it. I don't know how I get it, honestly. And it's very hard. I do the right thing. And so now I have to be working now with 2 masks, face shield, headgear, everything I have to be working with now. Yeah. When I'm going into a situation, I have to do that. So Trinidad and Tobago, this thing is serious, and we can put you if we listen to the protocols that the government put in place.
Yeah.
Forget party for a while. You could enjoy that after, right? So I looked at listening. Bless you guys, and family and everybody, and I looked at listening.
Yeah, man. Take care.
Okay, bless. Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you very much, Toronto.
Take our next call.
Right. Okay. 821, of course, take your calls. Let the people talk. We want to hear from the people.
Caller, good morning.
Morning. Morning, Bruce. Morning, Sharon.
Morning.
Sharon, Bruce. I mean, come on. The last caller is not the custom. It was immigration officers. So to begin, as the guy in shift that the issue, it is clear to the whole nation. See, if you're not going to see if you're street, some mole inside there that guy in shift from that have an issue with. It's clear. There's some mole inside there that guy in shift that have an issue because, right away, doctors do call it to work. If you are a doctor working 8 hours in Trinidad, you're very lucky. You're very lucky. They must work 2 and 4 hours. So I don't understand them, but in the first place, they don't care. All they care is the self, nothing else. All they care is the self, nothing else. The self and the party, that's it. Nothing else. What's honestly?
Yeah, man, take care.
Well, on a chat here, and I see in the bacchanal going on talking about the new variant, that Indian variant.
Papa,
Bacchanal here.
You see that? I don't
People
know.
all be, God. Every day is a frightening day in this country, Every time you feel well, you have the hang of something else come up. Boy. But they know what they're doing, all the ferry operators and all the small boat and all the this and all the that, all they know what all they're doing. As a matter of fact, they should be talking about no curfew on the sea too.
Yeah.
But then the fishermen and them have to go out and fish.
Well, I mean, once you're a fishing vessel, you're out there and you're fishing, and the authorities could see that is what's going on, no problem. Any other activity, you need to go to shore, or in some cases go back where you came from.
I would hope so. So guys, call us up, Trinidad and Tobago. It's 8:23 a.m. Remember, today is the 2nd of June, 2021.
We have a call.
I'm getting ready for Bruce's birthday, Miss Tuna birthday, Aaron's birthday. Woo! Birthdays like that. And Marie Matamoro, hers too. Oh, God. Give me the calls.
Caller, good morning.
Hey, Bruce, morning.
Morning.
Morning, Sharon.
Morning,
nice
Randy.
to see you on the YouTube in your glory. Morning, Mr. Chance, Mr. Colin, Family Stores, Mr. Fireman, and not here. Saski, Clement Coco of the Lavante. All right. Sharon, I have about 2 or 3 issues to bring to you all, right?
Right.
I see a opposition senator or thing, right? He's recording boats on the sea, right? That he's saying like it's Venezuelan coming in and it's curfew. Why he didn't call the authority as a member of parliament and notify the police and the Coast Guard that he's seeing these boats down in Shagaramas bringing in Venezuelan and thing, right? Why he didn't notify them? Also, this thing with the CEO, Gavin Thomas, right? What about Dr. Swap? What happened to his case in front of the board? Bruce and Sharon, what about Dr. Swap? We didn't hear nothing, Dr. Swap. We didn't hear nothing about his case was in front of the medical board, and all they want to the CEO, all they want to get rid of the CEO, and he's trying his best to help the country. Please let us know what's happening with that case. Okay? You all have a good morning. Listen to your program.
Yeah, man.
Thank you very much. Let me tell them, not put people on notice. I'll be articulate here this from today, continuing on. Bruce are going to send you something. They know that is our icebreaker. We must have something to make sure we leave the people with a little laughter before we go on mornings. While we tell you about COVID, especially when you see I'm on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I am making sure that I tell you about this COVID and get people who had the virus and came out of it and what they did and how they continue to live their life. I'm making sure and do that every day as much as I can. But I have a little thing for Bruce to put on for you also. You need to log on. And let me thank the 500 plus on YouTube and the 200 and something plus on Facebook. I want to thank you guys for logging on with us. And continue to do so. Share the live, always share the live. I want to put on something. But I want to ask you, if a man like that come to you or he decide to give you that kind of behavior, you have to tell me if you will take that. So for you to see, you have to log on, right?
You send it to me already?
I send it now. So see what you can do with it. So people call us up and tell us how you feel while Bruce get ready to put on that icebreaker first. I have to keep a little, I have to grease you, because we home. So we have to make sure you're comfortable, you get your facts and information, but you go out in a relaxed mood. And let me say to Kingsley, you're welcome to call the program, but make sure you're coming with constructive criticism or you're coming with facts and information. And you're not coming here to ball and carry on this program. This program is a well-groomed program and it's professionally done. Once you can adhere to all those rules, I have no problem listening to you. Paula, go ahead. You have any calls?
Yes, I'm trying to get it up, but the screen's so small. You might hear it just come up just well. Hold on,
All right. But you can take the call by the time. You have any calls by the time?
Yeah, I have a call, yeah.
I hear Mr. Chance at all. Mr. Chance, where are you?
Hey,
calling you out.
With the caller going.
So people, from it to put on that.
Right. I'll make sure.
You really have to log on because this 521 ain't clicking it. Here now, a morning I can't come here now. They could give me 1,000 views on YouTube. Or they can't do that one morning and make me feel real good. Let me turn over like a clapper.
You don't
see foot up in the air, me two hands up in the air.
Caller, good morning.
So good.
Good morning.
Morning.
Morning, Bruce. Morning, Sharon.
Morning.
Morning.
Just wanted to say good morning in Nigeria.
Hey.
Nigel, good morning, and Mauricia.
Voice, so.
No, my voice probably not break again.
Hey, what's your...
Shana, something, I have a picture to send to you, Shana. You tell me what you think.
Tell it now.
I'm going to see tomorrow, though, but I'll send a picture to you now. A little clip.
They ain't see my TikTok.
I ain't Shana to go in she's way off. She's way back.
She said if you see her TikTok.
Yes, I see her singing. I see it. I somewhere. I said, look, thing. All right, guys. Have a good day.
You too. Take care.
All right, man.
All right, darling. So come on YouTube. 543. Come on, we could do better than that. And 253 on Facebook. Come on. If all you see this, if a man decide to sing that for me, I don't know what I will do. But I just telling all you. When I put on that, I want to get some comments after how all you, what you think about a man doing that for you. And I want you to see the expression on the faces that they will tell me. But we're not putting it on. You have to give me 600 plus on YouTube, and I will take me 300 on Facebook. I find only sticking on 300 there and 600 over here. Only come now, man. What happened? Our marketing specialists, they're not online. Come on, man. Share the live. Take the calls in the meantime. It's for 8:50.
And to me, I now see a number there and it cut. I want that number to call me back, please.
Call us back. Is that a 642 number?
Yes, it's a 642 number.
Call us back.
Caller, good morning.
Okay, morning, Bruce. Morning.
Good morning, Mr. Chads.
Yeah, good morning, Sharon. Yes, listen. This morning I want to tell both of you and to tell the Titans that I'm here. But you know, on mornings I have a little assignment I do from time to time.
Yes.
But I want to let the people know that I'm glad Sharon had Mr. Anthony. Thank you very much. We had a nice chat, and thank you very much for giving us that positive side of what is taking place in the hospitals. Because we have had so much negative over the past few weeks, and there are some good things happening, and we must give the people the hope that they're good things. But let me also say I'm glad that we have identified the rebellion that is taking place, and they're all connected, you know. Let me tell the people, notice what is happening in the judiciary. You notice there's somebody trying to rebel against the Chief Justice. You notice that? And notice what is happening in the Cuba Hospital. Some people trying to rebel against the authority. And notice what is happening in the Parliament. People trying to rebel. And notice what is happening on live. A lot of people doing live. They're rebelling. They're all connected. They're all the same virus. It is called the UNC virus. So while we are fighting the COVID-19 virus, we have to fight the UNC virus. It is live. And let me tell you, do not let anybody fool you. We are very competent people handling our matters at the Ministry of Health. Of course, we are overwhelmed. Just like all over the world, doctors and nurses are overwhelmed because we are dealing with a pandemic, people. Do not let you believe that there is any incompetence taking place in Trinidad and Tobago. All over the world, first world countries, America, Germany, Russia, all over the world, they are overwhelmed because of a pandemic. The last one we had was in 102 years ago. The experience is new, it's novel. That is why it was called the novel coronavirus. First time. And for those conspirators who give us the view that something wrong with black people, with all of that, the person who created the Moderna vaccine is Dr. Kizzy Corbett. She's a black woman.
That's right, tell them.
She co-created the Moderna vaccine that is used in America. Dr. Kizzy Corbett, a young black woman. So what is this conspiracy about something chip in your shoulder? Nonsense, rubbish. Had it not been for vaccines, many diseases like measles, mumps, malaria, diphtheria, all those diseases will still be on the surface of the earth. So we have got to pay confidence in our medical team. That Dr. Avery Hines is a graduate of the Cambridge University. He's a consultant for the OECS. All those countries, the smaller countries in the Caribbean, they depend on his technical expertise. He's a boss. And let me tell you, as I go, let me also mention to you what I think is happening. I want to ask Mrs. Kamla Prasad this question. Are you trying to get at Roshan Parasram? Are you trying to unsettle him? Are you trying to unnerve him?
Are you trying to allow him to be unpatriotic? And I want to congratulate Mr. Parasham for standing firm to your business and for being a good public servant. But let me tell you people again as I go, do you know when Roshan Parasham was appointed as CMO? He was appointed as CMO in 2013 under the jurisdiction of the UNC. So they thought they had him in the bag, not so? So we could call him and tell him to undermine the system. No, thank you, Roshan. You're not undermining the system. He was, let me repeat, he was appointed in 2013 as the CMO. So they thought they had him in the bag. He's one of we. So we could have him. No, you resisted that. Continue to do that, Roshan. You're a good example of a proper public servant. And people, make out the plan in the judiciary, in the parliament, in the hospital, all over the place is rebellion and sabotage. Make them out. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Chance.
Well said, Mr. Chance. You should have given him a round of applause. Well said this morning. Well said. Trinidad and Tobago, that is my sentiments also. Share the same sentiments. So guys, remember to share the live on our Facebook page. Share the viewers on the YouTube channel. Share the live. Okay? Share it.
So taking another call here. Caller, good morning.
Morning again, Sharon. I was so annoyed with these people. They want to bag on the country. I want to know where they're living. Give the nuisance and then I couldn't to the morning properly. And I got a SOS call. The working on the radio. These nuisance and these people think they really live it. They already divide the country. And the upsetting people, there's a bunch of nuisance, they're still jackassing the whole situation. And we have a problem with these fishermen who bringing across these Venezuelans. You see how they had them lying down. All who whining by pool and carrying on. My Prime Minister saving lives and these imps and them carrying on with the dotishness. They talk about my blackboard part there, Mr. Bright Boy. I wish all play that tape again, Mr. Stupidity. Here go daddy go stupid away. They wouldn't behave themselves. What they frightened, they're not coming back there. They will go morning to the titans of democracy. We will kill them with prayers. They don't pray. They never had love for this country. It's hate, and very disrespectful to the Prime Minister, like the country. What they want? Jail waiting for them. They love money bad. They abuse the treasury, and they're still getting on. You all have a safe and blessed day.
You too, my brother.
Great is the PNM, and you'll always prevail. Of God.
Thank you very much. You see me here talking. Yesterday morning at 5 something, my niece passed away of a COVID. Yesterday morning at 5 something, my niece passed away. Gemma Greenwich. A big, and she's older than me. You know, I have real old niece and nephews. Gemma Greenwich, who was living at the Quarry Road in Salmon. Let me say good morning to Clyde and all of them. So let them thing and carry on. It is real.
Yep, very much so. Very much so.
Trinidad and Tobago, there is we had to try, and because she had some problems and then she had problems with her eyes. So I mean, come on, Trinidad and Tobago, what are we doing? We have to try to do this thing and do it right. If everybody take this stance to do this, to do every, okay, we say at 8 o'clock, We want to, I say, let's team together at 8 o'clock. Everybody, let's start steaming. If we start practicing everything that is right together, we can overcome this.
So true.
We can. Look, so guys, I'm waiting for my 600 on YouTube. And where's my 300 on Facebook? Oh, they don't want to see it or what? What's going on? Let me say good morning to all of our listeners, all of our viewers in Trinidad and Tobago, in the world, in the Caribbean, all over wherever we looked at, listened to. Good morning to all of you. I'm not here in Tobago today. I am Miss Crosby, Mrs. Rowley. Good morning to you, darling. You know I love you. Mr. Uncle Landy, love you, darling. Mr. and Mrs. Archer, love you. The Trims, the Guy, the Daniels, good morning to all of you. Good morning to Sherma, Maria. Good morning, Peter, Jacob. Good morning, everybody. So we have to start to check in Sheldon Cunningham. Good morning, Janelle Boxer, darling. Love you, Janelle. Have a new brand going on. Good morning to Miss Lyons. Oh gosh, it's all of you, my darling friend in Tobago. All of you, everybody is saying good morning to all of our Tobagonians. Come on, I need the numbers, ready numbers. I don't understand this. Instead I rise it dropping. All right, well then we will bother to show nothing again. So that's it. Only I want to log on to see the thing. Where are my numbers? Come on, guys. I don't feel like putting up my TikTok follow to see it now. I want to challenge somehow to the TikTok. I didn't know it's so nice, you know. My old age. Anyhow, where are you all? 5:56. And the thing dropping. Come on, man, share the live, people. Anyhow, I ain't gonna chastise the people who done waiting for and keep them waiting. So, who I want to log on? I will tell you. So, people, 8:41. If a man comes home, or you see a man behaving in this manner to you, I want you to tell me what you will do. What is your tip? Bruce, put it up.
You ready?
I want you to tell me, yes, tell me what are your thoughts? How would you accept it? I'm waiting to hear.
Oh, gosh, Sharon.
Hey, I ain't see Massachusetts. I don't know if he's on. Good morning to you, Massachusetts. Only I watch the expressions, but you have to log on to see. You can't. Listening is one thing, but seeing the expression is the other. You have to log on to see. Come on, let's go. Watch everything, watch everything.
Me, girl, make up your mind. I'm not gonna be here for long. You know you want my love, baby. Girl, you got me twisted over you. I got
Sharon, where you find that?
My girl here said that yesterday I nearly dropped off the bed. I said, if a man in his capacity had to sing for me, you see the socks and thing and the shoes and the pants and everything. The man wear dress and the hat, but it's the mouth. Oh God. Or they call me up and tell me what your thoughts are. Persons who saw it, don't make me cry. Persons who saw it call me and tell me what are your thoughts. What you will do if a man decides to do that to you in public, looking like that? What are you going to do? Is serenading or is the woman face on top where I can't be? The facial look on top. See how we tell me, or they call us, give them the numbers, let me see.
3420081. That's 3420081. 4665391. 4665391. Call us up
And while we're waiting for the calls, let me say good morning to Arita in the USA. Good morning to Mary Rice, my darling. Love you so much. I tried to call you for 3 or 4 times yesterday. We'll hook up again today. To all our foreign viewers and listeners, Teresa Conliffe, Donald Russell, Massachusetts, who again, boy, you are missing out. I hope I miss out. But all the foreign, all the USA Titans, the Canadian Titans, the UK Titans, everybody.
Take a
call. Oh, Terry, all about it.
Caller, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Morning.
I realize that video, boy. What's that? You see that cuckoo that be calling you and telling you things? I singing that for she.
Caller, good morning.
Morning, back calling me, please. Sharon, where you get at? These are people that just walk about and do all kind of things and just pretend, Sharon. But you say, when you was working, you say that you jump up on top of the table and all kind of, you might not work. Now you're home, now it's time to do that. Jump on top of the table and do all kind of things.
I don't have the room and that and by here to jump up on the table.
You can't do that
that one this morning.
Oh, God.
Don't worry.
Yeah, Manu.
I don't like bacchanal.
Oh, gosh. Hey, that's something special.
Yeah, that's a specialty.
Yeah, that's something special.
Where are you guys? Where are you this morning?
Hey. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
I just want to ask, have you watched the TV last night with Mr. Duke? Hello? Mr. Duke.
Mm-hmm.
What he do?
$10,000 he decided to give away.
Give away?
No.
Yeah.
Look, what give away? What give away?
5,000 for Trinidad, 5 for Tobago.
And 5,000 for the big. What give away giving away? Look, all you come better with that. Can we leave that for Bacchanal Friday?
No, he was on TV last night and he made a statement
I
loud and
saw the
clear.
thing on the news somewhere.
Try and
He said
check out that
5,000
clip.
for Tobago and
Audio it
5,000.
yourself.
What $5,000 could do to Tobago and 5,000 to Trinidad?
And
All that money, all
Mr.
that
Kingsley,
contract money they collect.
it seemed like his mother gone away. Hello?
Yeah, say that again?
It seems like Mr. Kingsley's mother gone away because he said he not dealing with no politics anymore. He mother leave the son or what? No, I have to ask a question because I'm been listening since yesterday, and he keep saying he done with politics. So I say, well, his mother must be gone away and leave him under.
According to the people and them, they only talk.
I know, but I mean, he's very humorous. He and Joe could sit down in one house, They're real great, They are the best. And I mean that. But still, I like him. He brave. No matter how Sharon tried to tell him, don't call the station, it seemed like everybody just give him up. So only one station he have to call in now. Which is all it. You understand? But I mean, give him a little chance. Like talk. He like to free up himself. People like to hear him too, Even though he have his ways with the politics and he against this and he against that. I don't think so. He will come back home. Tell Sharon he go come back home and meet her.
Well, we will see what happens.
Anyhow, I have first time caller. Although it's hard to get in a station, but I will call again. I just show you the chance, get a clip with Mr. Duke. What he had the 10,000 he going to give away. The politics start.
Yeah, man, thanks. But
yeah, okay. The politics start, my friend. Okay, then. Have a good one, bro.
You too, man.
Thank you very much.
But Sharon, I've now realized checking back something didn't play and I need to just play it quickly.
Sure.
So let me just do that quickly and... This is the Street 919 FM COVID-19 updates. In case you missed it, the latest COVID positive cases in TNT as of 1st June 2021 stands at New positive cases 405. Total active cases 9,558. Total recovered patients 14,249. Total positive cases for COVID-19 as of March 2020 to present 24,314. Follow the Ministry of Health COVID-19 protocols. Wear your mask, sanitize, social distance, and avoid gatherings. A message from the Street 919 FM.
The Titans of Democracy on the Street 919 FM.
Well, while I was playing that, I think I have mother on hold here. Call morning.
Good morning, Bruce. Good morning, Sharon. How are you, Dominic? Wherever you are, everybody else morning. Bruce, according to what I understand, Mr. Abdullah made a remark, and the point what he trying to turn this thing over it. I turn this down, I turning down this cell because the radio gone off already. Yes, it seems as though he wants the parties to get together to talk about COVID. After one whole year and some more months, it's only now he realized that COVID is around for him to talk. I wonder what he did to help the people to obey the rules and regulations as a leader. And the talking, and when they join, he has a name that he gave. I can't remember the name where he called it. All you might hear it more, all you must hear it more on the radio. But I want to tell him that when he was in a position in the government, and all those things he's talking about, that is what he should have been there to do. And the next thing is he talking to get the government to come together. I wonder if he remembered when the opposition leader called the Prime Minister blank and tell him go to hell. And all these remarks he's been using, and press can't help COVID. I wonder why he didn't come out and correct her for not saying those things. Now he's coming like if he's a big master, that he has something that he could do to help COVID. Let him, I don't know what to say about him, but now and then he jumps in with things. He can't help. I don't know if he's tired, if he's being tired, but he better go home and lie down and rest himself for a period of time. Because I don't know what name he's trying to give the party when he finished. The PNM ain't going to change the name. Okay.
Okay, mother, take care. Sharon?
Yes, my dear.
Yes, we have about a minute and change, but I will, if I'm doing the daily word.
Yes, so the word for today is wisdom.
Nice.
Yeah? My wisdom springs from the harmony of my mind, body, and spirit. I've been learning all of my life. I've grown in knowledge from my education, other people, and my life's experience. As my intelligence has blossomed, so too has many of my body. My body works to keep me alive, and my sense give me vital input about the world around me. My mind and body are my gateway to my life of spirit, where I can rest in the awareness of God within. Together, my body, mind, and spirit harmonize and give me wisdom, a depth of understanding that comes from the integration of all aspects of my being. I am grateful for my wisdom, honored through my deep thoughts and feelings, my actions and instincts, and awareness of my divinity. I now do according to your word. Indeed, I give you a wise and discerning mind. No one like you has been before me, and no one like you shall arise after me. 1 Kings 3:12. Trinidad and Tobago. This is where we're going to leave it for today. I'm going to talk to you on Wednesday. Tomorrow is Dominic's day. I'm going to talk to you on Wednesday coming. No, sorry. Friday. One to me. Hey. I'm going back in time.
No.
So I'll talk to you on Friday. Please, God. Tomorrow is Dominic's turn. Yes. So, guys, be safe. Practice the protocols. I'm begging for us all to be safe and for us all to stay alive. Yeah?
Yep.
So we're gone. Bruce.
Oi. Ciao.
Ciao.
Put your hands in the air, everybody. It's time to get up and to move it. Leaving all your problems behind it. Pressing on to our victory. Everybody sing that, yeah. Step forward.
expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
You take over. You take over. Who love the party? Any partyers in here? All who missing party. If you know you're missing party, I want your hands so. I want your hands so. You have to be like this. Hold on. I want them go with you because there's a little time to party, you know, boy. I ain't get the party, you know. There's money time. So I only want to wave with me. We're taking all the wave we could. Start from top. Who love the party? Put your hand in the air. All the party. Turn on. We love our party. Who love the party? Put your hand in the air. Yeah, man. Hey. Who love the party? Oh. Yeah, man. Hey. Who love the party? Come to them. Say, I don't tell my friends that. I don't tell my money. Boy, you can't live. What? Never call them. I just wanted to. I love to fit and just let go. What can they want and just them to? Now, call your hand in there. There we go. Somebody, hey, who love the party? Oh, say amen. Hey, who love the shot? My boss man done tell me I can play. So I take it Monday, see. Boy, you had no behavior at all. There's no behavior career. Let me tell you, I just wanted to live. Donkey road. Yes. Oh my head. Boy, you had in the air. Guess my brother. Yeah, I'm a man. Hey, pull up the party. Oh, I'm a man. Hey, pull up the party. Oh la. I'm feeling right, I'm feeling. Somebody got to take care of me. I'm feeling right, I'm feeling. Party, I'm feeling happy. I'm outside in the party. I just wanted to let you know I love to fit and just what can them? Oh, hope you understand. Put your hand like this. Yo, put your hand like this. Yo, make up arm and kiss. Yo, put your hand like this. Hold up now. Oh la.
Simpsons Memorial Limited, number 63 Eastern Main Road, Laventille. Internationally accredited funeral directors and embalmers. A full-service funeral home serving families of Trinidad and Tobago and internationally since 1945. At Simpsons Memorial Limited, we serve with dignity in assisting families in honoring the memory of their loved ones. Our services include professional funeral and pre-planning, burials and cremation, custom-built and imported caskets, coffins and cremation trays, cemetery management, limousines, mourners cars, grief counseling, web streaming of funerals, fully air-conditioned chapel with live musical accompaniment, full global shipping and receiving of loved ones. We specialize in facial restorations. Call us anytime, day or night, at 623-8688. That number again is 623-8688. Simpsons Memorial Limited. Superior service, always with excellence.
Take me to the king. I don't have much to bring.
Nikki, you're looking good.
Thanks. I started running around the savannah.
No. I talking about the view on your TV.
Well, I got a total entertainment makeover from DirecTV. I dress up the living room with big savings, easy installation, and new features. Wait, I'm not looking good too?
Of course, but you could step aside.